Great numbers those, and then you think about the rest of the world, all those other leagues around the globe of his stats are simply extraordinary.
Well, 18 centuries in T20 competitions around the world, the only competition he hasn't scored one in. Pakistan Super League, perfect time tonight, I think, for him to rectify that.
Shahzeb averaging 15, and he's up against a man who has come through the age group games of Pakistan. Anwar Ali, remember Anwar Ali from the championship winning Pakistan under-19 team led by Sarfraz Ahmed, in fact back in 2006, 2005-06 in Sri Lanka. Hasn't really bowled the big hooping in swing in recent years that he became known for, Anwar Ali. Lost that out swing, that in swing I should say.
Excited with the hair too, isn't he? The highlights in there, ready to rev it up. Anwar Ali. And I think certainly up here in the comm box, I want to see Christopher Henry Gale get going. Not a big crowd in, but I want to see this crowd get noisy here and be entertained. Here we go. Match 5.
Down to fine leg, who has some work to do. Zulfikar Baba.
Got a chuckle from up here. Chris Gale, he looked back and went, well, Hassie, do you want to come back? I don't really, but okay, I'll have to then. Yeah, tweeting, big time. Yeah, the Gale Storm. Let's see it get going. We all would like it to see it get going and get revved up.
A little bit of in-swing, and that, when I first saw him as a teenager, he used to run slightly wider in the crease and really hoop it in to the stumps. He's lost that, I think, in search of trying to find one to shape away from the right-handers, but it used to be his natural delivery, stock ball.
So, Bish, were you there in Sri Lanka, the under-19s?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, some good players there. Talked about Sarfraz Ahmed there. Cheteshwar Pujara was playing for India at that time. India-Pakistan final. India got bowled out for just over 100. A little bit of in-swing again from close to the stumps. Excellent bowling so far from Anwar.
What I like about it, it's late swing too. Often those in-swinger bowlers, it comes from the hand, so you've got plenty of time to pick up the line and length. But when it's late, it's so much harder to get into good position.
I think in that final, I think you had Rohit Sharma, I think you had Ravindra Jadeja. Our scorer will race through all the scorecards just to confirm that, but it's an action-packed and star-studded final lineup. Nice, really good start from Anwar Ali.
Yeah, nothing outrageous. Oh, Bish! Oh. I could see that's probably the sort of outfit that you might be able to just squeeze into.
I thought it was Russell Crowe there for a moment, Gladiator.
I don't think Russell could fit into it these days.
Yeah.
Just a change in the feel now with that nice in-swing. And we saw last night as well, Mohammad Amir and Sohail Khan swinging the ball nicely in the evening. Anwar Ali is finding that in-swing, so cover or extra cover has moved over the mid-wicket to add some protection leg side. Nice, down the line, that one, oh, nice variation. Can't say the same about the fielding. Oh, could it? Lights went up, I think he's dropped it.
Oh, have to come upstairs. He was late to get going. And Alim Dar here in Dubai, and he wants to go upstairs for the review. was late to get the slide down was Chris Gale, but I think possibly the throw as well. Does he drop it? Oops, yeah, no. Lost composure, lost the ball. He would have been out by miles, Chris Gale. So a misjudgment from Dark and Stormy, but it doesn't cost him because Anwar Ali couldn't gather the ball. So Qatar Airways' decision is green. You're good to go, Chris.
I think it's one of the areas I don't see practiced a lot at training is bowlers getting to the stumps and taking in throws for the run-outs. But how many times does it happen in a game?
Running last foot.
Ball bat again. There was a time that it became an important part of the routine because of the influence of limited overs cricket, whether it was T20 in the early days or 50 over cricket. Became part of the routine at practice sessions, even as far back as when we were playing. Got to get to the stumps. Look at where the ball's gone. Get to the stumps.
Yeah, I remember coaches yelling, particularly first class level. And yeah, those open wicket practices, and that was part of the drill. Guys firing in balls for that exact drill and skill to be enhanced. First one done, it's 5 for none.
Go break. Pakistan will taking a minute break.
Both sides unchanged. Gladiators versus the King. Big names in the world of T20.
Back in 10. Stand by. Back in 5. 3, 2, 1. Everyone's back. Kion comes.
Look at the teams. Very talented Karachi lineup. And a look at Tymal Mills.
One thing he doesn't lack is pace. Sussex bowler, Brisbane Heat bowler.
I think Danny Morrison's name just went into the black book.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it, Danny?
00.
I don't think he started that well yesterday, Tymal Mills, but he came back at the back end at the death and got Sunil Narayan, which was a very important wicket at the time because Lahore Qalandars were sort of in firing range.
When he only
Running.
Oh, he's going to relish this, Mills, big time. He's up against one of the biggest names in the game of white ball cricket, let alone this format of 2020. So chat from the skip. He's going a long way down. Delightful, this Mel out there.
certainly is. We've mentioned it before. Nice to see a good coverage of grass across the surface. It is a new deck. We played on pitch 2 across for the first 3, so new deck tonight for the next 3 games. And that little extra grass coverage means we'll get a little bit of extra pace through, which Mills will certainly enjoy.
And Ian Ian Bishop as well up here. It's a good carry, Bish.
It is, and if you're getting it through rapidly, or if you're a tall fast bowler and you're able to extract, it's nice. But also that from a batting perspective, once the bounce is true, guys who love to play the horizontal bat shot would also enjoy it if it's coming on nicely. So it generally makes for a good game of cricket. What is the pass
which
score?
Mills will certainly enjoy.
Is it 160, 170, somewhere in between?
At least, I reckon, Bish. Particularly with this guy and Ian Bishop as well up here. He's happy really just to noodle it around and take the strike, get it back to the young fella.
It was interesting having listened to this bowler Huck at the post-match presentation from the last match. He said they were probably 20 short, so he was looking at a pass score about 180, particularly with the start that they got to 48 in the power play, having not lost a wicket.
Nice to see a couple of catches in that slick cordon for the quickie. Good over so far. Hit the bat, rushed onto the bat. That nice sound at 6 without loss after 2. Sure the batsmen are quite seeing it as big as that after 2 overs of searching for the pace and bounce of the surface. But having spent those 2 overs out there quietly, this opening pair will now hope that they can accelerate a little bit. Anwar Ali will have something to say, because we saw the in-swing and then we saw variation, 1 or 2 just holding its line.
I think I'd get another slip in here, big time, because Anwar Ali's got that shape going well. Yeah, big movement, you'll see from Anwar Ali's first over that Ian Bishop was on about. Closing down the angles rather nicely. Yeah, that was a wide, but still. And there's the one that was the variation that went away. So Sarfraz has decided to only go with the 1 slip. Would love to see him be a bit more proactive here, be positive about things. Get another slip in there. Let's get rid of the big fish. Good players and good deliveries.
Hit it well enough with that big bat. It was time to tee off, having had 2 quiet overs. Gale at his best.
Burn, well, that wasn't a nick. That is just a little chip for the big man. I reckon he got all of this. No, that's a thicker outside of the half of the blade. Still goes all the way.
Like his approach, Chris Gale, a little down the pitch too, trying to get to the pitch of the ball, taking away that movement across the left-hander. It's really a slip and a half in play. Quite a sort of hedging their bets there with that catching position.
Just been told that Chris Gale's hit 719 of those maximums in this form of the game, of course. Yeah, a lot of us have been fortunate enough to go to different parts of the world to watch this man in this form cut loose and smash it to all parts in 2020 cricket. We'll never forget that 175 in Bengaluru at the Chinnaswamy a couple of years ago. Smoked it to all parts.
It was tough commentating on it because you had to find numerous ways to describe the boundary, and you just ran out of descriptions after a while. should just be one.
Yeah, I'm going to get confirmation here from Mazza, our stats guru. I reckon it was about 17 maximums that day, Bish, at 175. He's going to hunt that out. Meantime, here